I've shown it at Drunken Cinema twice to like basically almost sold out screenings, and it's way more fun when you watch it with a crowd of people, especially like the beginning and the ending. Like people were just always like, "What the hell just did I just watch?"
And well, and when I was watching it, that's the Drunken Cinema. I was like, I feel like this is a Drunken Cinema kind of movie because I could see being in a theater, having a couple drinks, and being loud and rambunctious and exactly like what the fuck.
Hey, shut up! Hey, I'm not the only one talking. That big guy up there on the screen's been talking through the whole movie.
Well, we're ending our Hot Ghouls of Halloween with a trifecta. 2 movies, 1 amazing guest. Because we're talking movies, we're talking Killer Party and Silver Bullet. Okay, Chris, I need you to listen up. The phrase today is, I myself prefer a big, fat cucumber. Now let me hear it.
Yeah, you do. All I can say is stay away from Albert Harrison, you goat. Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of How'd You Like That Movie? It's also going to be the end of our Hot Ghouls of Halloween series, and helping us out is one of our favorite people, one of our favorite guests, favorite people in general, Serena Whitney. She is the programming director of the Revue Cinema in Toronto. She's the creator of Drunken Cinema. She's also the co-host of the only other movie podcast you should be listening to, the Movies and Chaos podcast. And she's also a dog mom to a fantastic little pup named Bernie. Serena, you're going to talk about Silver Bullet, and we're going to talk about Killer Party from 1986.
Amazing! Thanks for having me back on the show.
Yeah, again, after, what was it, about Final Destination, I was listening to your show and I was like, I said some shitty stuff about Serena's pick about this movie. I hope she'll still talk to me. And you did, so.
About Final Destination? Oh, no. I don't think it was Final Destination.
It was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
It was I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh, yeah. But like I said, like there was so many people and you didn't actually personally attack me. Like I got personally attacked by having an opinion about a movie. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, people have strong
usually
opinions.
You get attacked for you hate a movie that people love, not like you like a movie that no one likes.
So your dog actually just had some surgery. How's he doing?
He's doing okay. I'm just looking at him right now, so he won't be tippy-tapping anytime soon. He had back surgery, so yeah, somebody picked him up wrong at my Thanksgiving dinner, and that just kind of unfortunately he had a herniated disc, and then yeah, thousands of dollars later, and he's going to be okay. So that's the only good thing about it.
And that's just from being picked up wrong? Like,
yeah, I mean he's a basset hound, so now he's predisposed to this disease, which now he has, called IVDD. So it's like little dogs are prone to this with like they have small backs, like little legs and long backs. Sorry. Yeah. Now unfortunately it was an accident, but it was something that I don't think will ever happen again.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad
you're never inviting that person over again.
Yeah, no, I'm not hosting anytime soon, no.
Well, I'm glad he's recovering okay. So, obviously, you've been on the show. This is the shameless self-promotion part, and I know that you always have stuff to shamelessly self-promote. So, what do you got going on? What do you got going on in the review? I know you guys got you do have your 70mm projector now, I think, right? So.
Yes, well, this is we're going into Halloween week, and that's like our busiest week of the year. So we're going to be doing like some weirdly unknown movies like Venom, not the cartoon, the comic book one, but the slasher movie from 2005. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and we're going to be doing Midsummer, Urban Legend, The Crow, Exorcist 3, Ernest Scared Stupid on 35, and Halloween, obviously on Halloween night. But yeah, the week after we kick off our first 70mm presentation of Sinners for about 5 screenings over 2 weeks.
Oh, not Sinners. Oh my God. I think I talked to your co-host there, Mark Palermo, about how I got openly called a racist for not liking that movie in our comments section.
I remember watching your show. I read the comments. Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, and they're like, oh, what? 'Cause it's not Tom Hardy. I'm like, that was not the parallel I made. I didn't say it would be better with Tom Hardy. I was like, in Legends, Tom Hardy plays both roles because they're twin brothers. I'm like, like you said, people like, they get very, very excited about their movie picks or whatever. So, Scott, do you guys, so Serena, right off the bat, Killer Party, I want to know, you had the option. We are going to talk about Silver Bullet as well, but you chose, these were the two films you possibly, I want to know how you picked Killer Party, because I feel like I might know, but I want to know, why did you pick 1986's Killer Party?
Killer Party is one of my favorite horror films since I was a kid. It was one of those movies that was always on the Superstation or TBS, like late at night, and if I couldn't get to sleep, I used to watch it. It obviously I resonate with it because it's like almost in my backyard. The movie takes place. It's filmed in Toronto. It's a movie that is all about misdirection, and obviously those are the kind of movies I do like. So you don't know what kind of movie, what kind of horror film is it? Is it a possession movie? It's a haunted house movie? It's a slasher movie? It's all of the above.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is all those things, sort of. Okay, how is this one of your favorite movies? I know you kind of just, but like, you understand, like, you watch a lot of film and you've seen a lot of international cinema, like this, to say that this is one of your favorite movies. I'm like, I wanted you to dig a little bit deeper, because I watched this and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, until the midpoint, you could literally just start at the midpoint and just watch that. Like, a lot of the stuff that comes before the center of this film, you're like, it's almost throwaway. I'm like, it's like a Revenge of the Nerds meets a horror movie. I don't know. Scott's better with the 80s films. He'll probably be able to make better references. And I'm like, there's so many films Serena could have picked. Why'd she pick this one? So, yeah.
I know.
What is
I
it?
think
Yeah, go ahead.
It's really nostalgic. I think it has the perfect bookends for a horror film, and they come out of nowhere. The beginning is like bonkers. It's like a movie within a music video within a movie.
Yes.
The ending is probably like the best part of the movie. You're thinking it's going to be a slasher, and then it turns into something completely different. I think it was really well shot. The finale of it too. But I like the comedy. I like the coming of age stuff, and I like the characters. I like the three girls. I'm so used to watching horror movies where you hate all of the people in it. So those three girls in the movie, it's like Jennifer, Phoebe, and Vivia. You kind of like their friendship, and it doesn't feel like there's not major drama happening. They're just trying to get into sorority, and I kind of like that.
Scott, thoughts?
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, no, like for myself, I'll be honest. This was the first time I've ever even heard of this movie.
Oh,
like,
really?
It's never been on my radar. And at the beginning, when you have kind of like that Evil Dead intro into the church,
Yes,
and then you have this flamboyant priest, I'm like, I want to know more about this priest. I'm like, how is he like super flamboyant? You know, he's not quoting scripture, he's quoting Wizard of Oz for some reason. And I'm like, okay, this and that was the thing. I'm like, okay, this is going to be camp. I'm like, all right, I think I'm going to like this. And then all of a sudden, when it becomes like The Faint, where it turns into like thriller, but not thriller, and then the movie actually starts, I'm like, okay. Like at that point, it had my attention. But then, like Chris, I thought it was just like, you know, the studio kind of got into the way or something, because it does become like three separate movies, like with three separate things, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be watching here. Is it a slasher? Yeah. Is it like, at first I was thinking it was going to be like April Fools, where everything was just like a joke, but then like, no, I'm like, okay, this went extreme, and I'm like, all right.
This movie, it was filmed like in 1986. It was a weird year. There was three movies. I don't think we've had many April Fool's Day movies, but they all came out in 1986, including this one. And it was originally called April Fool. They had to change it because April Fool's Day was coming out right after it. And this movie was heavily edited. So I think you can tell that the movie was supposed to take place over a year, like a school year. But I think that originally the movie was supposed to generally take place at this party. A lot of the movie got cut at the end for the MPAA. That's why, like, when you see murders, you're like, what's going on at the end? Like, did someone actually die? But yeah, no, it's for me, it's all about the imperfections, and I love the song. These are the best days. I think that was like when I was a kid that I used to sing that all the time.
Up and down the street, smiling faces seem to know what you're looking for.
And
Wait, is that
I
like
don't
a
know,
real
I just-
song? That's not a song
They
made just
made
for the, oh, they did make it for the movie.
No, they make it for the movie. It is weirdly catchy. It's like an earworm. And yeah, it has a lot of like, you know, not like known people, but like you're like, oh, I've seen this person in this movie. A lot of like weird character actors, especially Canadian ones. So, but yeah, I think maybe you have to grow up on it. I've shown it at Drunken Cinema twice to like basically almost sold out screenings, and people, it's way more fun when you watch it with a crowd of people, especially like the beginning and the ending. Like people were just always like, what the hell did I just watch?
And well, when I was watching it, that's the Drunken Cinema. I was like, I feel like this is a Drunken Cinema kind of movie, because I could see being in a theater, having a couple drinks, and being loud and rambunctious, and exactly like, what the fuck?
Hey, shut up! Hey, I'm not the only one talking. That big guy up there on the screen's been talking through the whole movie.
Like the biggest Linda Blair Exorcist ripoff at the end, including like it was almost like the tongue in Scary. Was it Scary Movie 2? When did they do the Exorcist in Scary Movie? With the like, la, 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 la.
Scary Movie 2.
It's like, what the fuck? I do like the killer in, depending on which version of the killer you want to go with, in the diving suit. I thought that was really cool, which is kind of like what they do similar in. Violence, the Canadian director, the one that just came out last year.
My Bloody Valentine.
In a Violent Nature.
Violent Nature,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of a,
Yeah.
it's in that style as well, that type of costuming. Yeah, I feel like this film could grow on me, but I really feel like you could just start in the midpoint, just watch the last 45 minutes, and you don't really need any of the other stuff. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we, kind of maybe pivot a bit to Silver Bullet? Because Silver Bullet's a fucking great film. Scott?
Like in terms of Killer Party?
Yeah, man.
I did like in terms of the fate, like I did like how you didn't realize who the final girl was gonna be till that fucking end. And in that, like, I will give it like that final scene, like her like so fucking frightened, like don't put me in there with the
It's
ambulance.
so scary.
Yeah, that was good.
Or when
Like, I
she's
like that.
drooling all over her, I felt so bad for the actor. But yeah, well, there are good things about it, and like I think it is a perfect movie to revisit during the Halloween season if you really do like 80s, underseen horror films.
What would you double feature it with?
I would probably double feature it with Slaughter Night or Slaughter High, which is another 1986 April Fool's movie.
Oh man, another
We
one that I've
usually
never heard of.
Yeah. So I like Slaughter High as well. It's a little mean spirited, so I like Killer Party. It's not as mean spirited. But April Fool's Day we usually do at the Revue every year, and I swear I might have to change it because people just get so let down by that twist at the end, because a lot of people go see it not knowing that it's not really a slasher movie at all.
Oh, I was unaware because I haven't seen it either. This is basically Scott's wheelhouse right now, like 80s fucking horror movies.
April Fools I like. April Fools I like. And I do like that, like it's all just a joke at the end. I think that's what makes that movie.
So you basically just spoiled the whole
and I
movie
guess
right now, Scott, or what? Is that what you just did? You just spoiled this movie?
It is fucking 40 years old, man. It's 40 years old. Like Wikipedia would.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, actually, Scott, while we're all talking here, so the Movies and Chaos podcast right now, they're doing hot takes of Halloween. Scott, I was trying to think. I don't know enough about horror to have a hot take. Do you have a hot take of like a horror hot take, hot take? It is what it is.
Well, yeah. I listened to the episode. Like one, I don't agree with. I don't remember who the guest was or who the suggestion was, but his whole like Jason X is better than Yeah, like that. Like I think Jason X is good because it is the most Canadian out of anything, because like everybody's like super like polite for some reason.
Yeah.
So But hot take. Hey, hit me at the end. I'll
Yeah,
think
yeah,
of
yeah.
one.
I put you on the
Okay.
spot. Okay, Scott, do you guys want to
Yeah.
talk about Silver Bullet? Because again, you will know way more about this movie, and I'll just kind of go back and forth with you guys.
Yeah, like Silver Bullet is the very first horror movie I ever watched in my life. And it's all
Really?
thanks to, it's all thanks to a guy named Corey Haim because my older sister was fucking obsessed with him.
Yes.
So, we'd go to the video store and, it was this movie. And then the other one with Charlie Sheen, he was in Lucas. It was like a 3 feature fucking Corey Haim thing, and this was the one she saved for the last, which traumatized the shit out of me as a child. But it's like I think it's great because it still fucking holds up today,
It
right?
does. Yeah.
And it's one of the ones like they don't remake, right? Like The Stand's been remade twice. They like this one they just leave alone and I think because it's so fucking good. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's one of my favorites. I grew up on this movie. I love this. It's like weirdly enough, it was a family movie in my house. We used to watch it all the time. Um, I find it's like a really good coming of age movie, and I feel like it's such a good movie that when the horror comes, it's almost like a shock because I could have just watched this without the horror involved in it. I felt like Gary Busey is probably my favorite performance from him as Uncle Red, and just the family dynamics in that movie with Marty and Jane, and like she's the older sister, and then you totally understand why she's so annoyed by her younger brother, and you feel bad for Marty. Like he's such a cute kid, but you totally understand how everyone feels in that situation. So it's an amazing movie. It's a heartwarming movie, even though there's a werewolf going around killing everybody really brutally.
Well, and again, is it a twist who the werewolf is? Because I think it's kind of crazy the character who becomes a werewolf. I think that's really cool. But do you think that's considered a twist, or does it happen early enough? I can't remember where it actually happens in the film. Where
It
it's
happens
disclosed.
in the middle of the film, so I think it is a twist, but I mean, again, this movie's 40 years old. It's 1985, so we can give it away. It's the priest played by Everett McGill, who actually had to wear the werewolf suit. Like that was he had to do it. So that must have been hell for him, especially that last scene. I'll like the only thing I'll say about the movie, which I don't like, is the look of the werewolf. He looks like Smokey the Bear, but that's about it.
You're more of
Yeah.
you're typically a vampire person, but you also do have a bunch of werewolf movies that you like, correct?
I love werewolf movies, yeah, but I mean, werewolf movies are harder to like than vampire. There's always good vampire movies,
This is what I am.
but there's very rare good werewolf movies.
Tell the teacher we're surfing USA.
So what else is on your list of good werewolf movies?
I would say like Bad Moon for me is like up there. I like werewolves that can stand like a man. I hate the werewolves that are just like wolves. Like I just think it's a cheat. But I mean, the only one I would say that's really good like that is American Werewolf in London, obviously. So, yeah.
What about you, Scott? I know
Howling?
you like werewolf films as well, right? So
Yeah, I like Howling, and they came out in the same year, I think. But the prosthetics for Howling are fucking like those wolves look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Bad Moon. It's Dog Soldiers. I
Dog
would
Soldiers
say.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good werewolf movie. There's one that came out. I think it was last year. I think it was just called Werewolves with like Frank Grillo.
It was
like,
kind of
that's
silly.
good.
Yeah.
That's like the Return of the Living Dead, but werewolf style,
Yeah.
right? Where the werewolves are wearing their clothes, so you know who they are.
Yeah. As long as it has good werewolves in it, I can be forgiving. There's like even this really bad Canadian movie called Skinwalkers, but it has like Stan Winston I think it was his last project he worked on. So the werewolves actually look pretty good when you see them, but the movie's kind of shit.
what about Ginger Snaps?
Ginger Snaps is amazing. Yeah, that's probably the best Canadian. That's probably one of the best werewolf movies of all time.
Of all
the
time,
ending
really?
is
Oh wow.
yeah, I think so. That ending is pretty terrifying. And when the werewolf's in the house, And I feel like the design of it was like it's not the best, but it was kind of creepy too. It definitely had this it definitely was a werewolf for sure.
Are you playing Silver Bullet at all this year, or do you often show it at the review, or?
No, I played it for Drunken Cinema. We used to do a werewolf marathon every year. We switched it up to vampires because we were running out of good werewolf movies.
Teen Wolf 2, Strange Born.
And vampires, we can definitely milk that for about 2 to 3 years. But yeah, we did it a few years ago, and everyone really liked it.
Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, in terms of like how you were talking before about the spoiler, like who the werewolf was. Like, I think if they hadn't done that, the confrontation under the bridge,
Yeah,
I think it would have been like even more like better, to be honest. Because I love the fact that, okay, spoilers, it's the priest, but it's literally like he's just taking his like the people's confessions and trying to like save them. Like, I'm gonna commit suicide. I don't want you to go to hell, right? So I'm gonna do this for you, right? Like, this guy's an abuser and stuff like that. Like, okay, he's technically trying to save these people. And I think that would have been way better instead of like he's just like, I'm gonna fucking throw this crippled kid in the water if this right? Like,
I like, it's kind of like there's another movie I just watched recently. It was like Sleepaway Camp 2. I loved Angela's like motives for killing people. You're just an asshole and then kill you, right? But once somebody finds out your plan and you have to get rid of your whole code. I don't, yeah. And with him, it was just like, yeah, you shot me in the eye and you're going down. And yeah, but you're right. Like, that's it. But the scene is scary. It's just like cornering a little child in a fucking bridge is terrifying. But yeah, you do find out really early on, and the audience is supposed to know. I mean, I think he has a dream very early on in the movie, and
where they're all turned. Yeah.
So I think it was. I don't think it's not like a well kept secret that he's the werewolf.
Is this?
It was a nice reveal.
Do you consider this like one of, because we talked about this when we did it's the Long Walk, right, Scott? I always get the name wrong. As far as like horror or thriller, like Stephen King adaptations, like, do you think this? I don't know if you've actually read the book, but like, do you think this stands as like a really good? Obviously, you like it, so it's like, do you think this is up there as like one of the top films that's made of a Stephen King content or whatever?
Well, he's the one that wrote the screenplay. He's the one that
he also did Maximum fucking Overdrive. He was all coked out. So like, that's that
he directed that one.
He directed that one. He wrote this one, and it shows. And yeah, I think he's better with his short stories, right? I think short stories are easier to adapt and to make, because I think this is a short story. I think the original movie book was called, or story was called, Night of the Werewolf. I think something like that. But
Cycle of the Werewolf.
Cycle of the Werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not The Shining. Yeah, I mean, he fucking goes. I think that, I don't know if he still hates The Shining, but at the time he hated The Shining. So
he redid The Shining, man. There's a made-for-TV movie that he wrote with Steven Weber.
Yep.
As Jack Torrance, and he kept it like to the book.
He did.
Yeah.
And it's good.
It made more sense with Jack being, you see his descent into madness rather than him starting off as an abusive asshole. So I kind of like that direction more, to be quite honest.
Just on the topic of Halloween, Serena, what should people who maybe, again, you have a deep knowledge of horror films, what are some things that people should dig up and watch in this spooky season?
Ooh, my favorite movie to watch during the spooky season would probably be Night of the Demons. I love Night of the Demons. If I need to watch something on Halloween night that just like has that kind of Halloween feel, or the original Halloween, but if you want to watch something a little different than the standard movies that they end up on everyone's list, then I would say Night of the Demons.
Scott, what about you? What's on your list?
For Halloween?
For Halloween.
It's always Halloween. It's always Halloween. And my next one would probably be Lost Boys. That'd be a good one. And in terms of the Halloween hot take, I'm gonna go with Dracula 2000 has a better twist ending than the Sixth Sense.
Okay. All right. I will definitely bring that up on the podcast.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Serena's even like, ooh, she's making, for those just listening to the audio, she's making like that, all right, kind of face. Hey, Serena.
Well, I mean, I knew the twist of Sixth Sense when I saw it in theaters because it just ripped off an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? And it was called the Tale of the Dream Girl, and I used to watch it all the time as a kid. So when we were in theaters, I was like, "This is literally the episode Are You Afraid of the Dark?" And I said the twist to my friends like 10 minutes into it, and they all got mad at me. So yeah.
Hey, Serena, what are your thoughts? This is going to feel a bit random, but like, what are your feelings on the Ty West film X? Because I fucking love that as a horror movie, as a slasher. But I feel like people are a bit polarized, or maybe I'm just seeing that as polarized, because some people think it's like a dog shit movie, and I love the idea of like 70s porn, like grindhouse, like it. To me, it's like a great film. Like, do you like X? And do you think it's like better than Pearl? That's actually the big conversation, is often like the conversation about which one is a better film.
Okay. It is. I have honestly no like I don't think I like the one I don't like is Maxine. I think
which is such a letdown. I was like so excited for Maxine, and
yeah,
they just fucked it up. Like garbage movie.
Yeah, X is something I can watch. I don't mind it. I think the acting is great. I like how it looks. And I think the biggest issue I have with it just takes place over one night. I just feel like too much happens in that one night or that one day. I don't know. There was just something about it that I wasn't in love with. Pearl, I felt like moved really slow. It wasn't something that I was really into at first, but I do. If I think about one of those movies that scared the shit out of me, it's that one.
Is Pearl
at the end? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's scary. It's creepier. Do I want to revisit it? No. Like if I had to rewatch one, I'd watch X. I think it's a little bit more fun that way. But yeah.
My favorite.
I think Pearl's the better movie though.
My favorite kill in X is the first dude when she basically just like chops his head off. And
yeah,
but the camera just sits there, and I thought that was so powerful. It's like normally there'd be like a cutaway or something, and you just watch, and it's just like blood, red. just is she stabbing him? I can't remember what she's stabbing him with a knife, I think, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he basically just like cleaves his fucking head off. I'm like, wow, like the camera did not move away. Scott, do you have any thoughts on those two films? And then I guess we'll let Serena get back to her day.
Like in terms of like I like both, but I would go more with X myself. But in terms of X, the one kill I like is fucking when Brittany Snow gets killed, because I think it's the best. Like I love the callback to that gator or crocodile, because like you totally forget that it's there until it does the jaws jump and just fucking grabs her.
Oh, I knew it was happening. As soon as she was going on that, I was like, oh no, someone's going to get killed by this.
I'm alive!
And I actually like Brittany Snow in that movie. I like some of the characters. It's the only movie where actually I turned down kids at the theater. Because I just can't let you get like they were just teenagers, and you could tell they're like 15, 16, and usually I could turn a blind eye sometimes, but I just can't. The mother in me, my mom and me was just like, you can't let kids into a movie where there's cum in it, and I'm like, I just can't do that, so just couldn't do it.
That you can get brutalized, you can have all this stuff, no cum.
That's what
no
she did. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was the same. I was like, I turned into my mother. Like I was able to watch all the horror movies as long as there was like, and if there was sex, they has to be like killed immediately after. So yeah. But I was like, no, there's actual cum in this. I can't let them watch that. So
that's the other thing on a Killer Party. My brain's shutting down. This is what happens when I old and stay out too late. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a sexy, like there's gonna be a lot of nudity. It's gonna be like Friday the 13th, like the early 80s slasher, where it was just an excuse to show like tits and ass and stuff. And I was like, there's a little, again, like that kind of Animal House, Revenge of the Nerds, like at the beginning, not the fake beginning, but with the
the
pranking.
hot tub and the bees.
And then I'm like, that's it. There's like no more boobs. I was like, what is going on here? Like, this is a slasher movie from the 80s. There's supposed to be tits and ass, and I didn't even get the tits and ass that I was promised, or at least I thought I was promised.
No, sorry. I didn't promise any of that.
Not you.
Okay. Maybe this is more of a slasher for women.
Oh, there we go. It's very progressive.
Well, I know you're saying you would put this with, what was the Slaughter High?
Yeah, Slaughter High, yeah.
But what about this paired with Slumber Party Massacre 2? Because then you got a horror musical.
Got a horror musical, yeah. Or you could just do Slumber Party Massacre as well. I mean, Slumber Party Massacre 2, I think it's a movie that I'm not in love with, but I love the first one for sure.
Scott, you got anything else for Serena before we let her go?
No. Thank you so much again for joining us. And just remember, my hot take is
I can't forget it. So yeah.
Well, it's literally that you find out like the origin of Dracula, that he's Judas. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, I was just like, wait, I just showed Dracula 2002 this year because it was 25 years old this year. It's quite a time capsule movie. Like you go back right to the year 2000. You're like, oh my god,
is it worth watching?
You're like HMV. Virgin Records.
Virgin Records. That's what I was thinking. It's like it is the Virgin Records. Yeah. Vitamin C. It's very early 2000s. Yeah, it is worth watching. I think it was fun watching it with a crowd of people. There's so many people in the movie, and sometimes you're gonna boo at them because there's like Danny Masterson, and everyone's like, "Ooh, boo!" and and then you're like, "Oh, that guy." And a lot of people didn't even know Gerard Butler was the star of the movie. Yeah. So
that was his first.
I think it was his first
one
big
in
movie,
North America. Yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, I will definitely mention that on the show. Thank you for that the suggestion. Actually, that is the least obvious hot take we've gotten. So I will say that.
Look at you, Scott, fucking bringing in the big stuff. Serena, thanks again for coming up. Love your show. Like I said, Scott and I both really like your show. Love what you and Mark are doing over there. I actually wish I could get to the review more often as well, because like I get your newsletter and I'm like, fuck, that's on a Tuesday, that's on a Wednesday.
Well, just let me know.
What's that?
Let me know when you're in town, and let me know when you're in town, and I could put you on guest list.
Oh, that's amazing. But it's more just like sometimes you have amazing stuff that happens like during the week. Right. And so it's like a Monday night neo-noir or something. And I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I would almost live in Toronto just so I could go to this movie theater.
Thank you so much.
Again, thank you for coming out. Always love you being on the show and giving us all your great movie information. Where can people find you? It'll be in the show notes anyways, but where would you like them to find you?
You can find me on Instagram, swhitney1984. You can find me. I'm usually behind all of the Revue social pages and Drunken Cinema. So if you want to message me there, and on Movies and Chaos podcast, I think we have it on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook. But most people find everybody on Instagram these days.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out, and have a happy Halloween, Serena.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye. And that is our wrap for the day. Please like and subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends. If you want to get a hold of us, reach us at the www.howdyoulikethatmovie.com.
So, always good to have Serena on the show. What else do you want to talk about before we get out of here, Scott?
No, make sure you guys check. Yeah. Just make sure everybody checks out their next episode on Halloween horror hot takes 2, because apparently mine's the best one. I'm just saying.
Production by Rod Shaver, Vader Monkey Productions.